Hey guys, Sean Soda here back again doing another book review, and today we'll be reviewing The Shining. Now, The Shining is written by Stephen King, and in case you guys are wondering, I do not have a copy of this book, but I've read it. Though. I used to own a copy though, back in 2018. But like, if you guys saw my review for the Carrie book, I explained why I didn't have that copy because like in 2018, my mom I had a lot of Stephen King books, but then my mom took them away from me and sold them away because she didn't like me reading Stephen King because she thought it was too much, and she hates horror, and she does not want me reading horror. Yeah, and so she sold them away, but I was able to get some out of there. I was able to sneak away some because she was hiding them in a bag in her trunk, in her car trunk. So I was able to sneak in some. So I got some out, but most of them got taken away, such as this one. Yeah, but I had a lot of really cool ones, such as Insomnia, this, Carrie, Revival, a lot of cool ones. And yeah, I just really wish I had that copy because I really want to reread this book. If I had the copy, I would have definitely reread this book. I have that mass market copy with the door in the cover that says Red Rum. Yeah. Okay, let's get to the plot synopsis. You all might already know it, but I'll just say it quickly. So the plot is that this small family, this really small family of just a mom, a dad, and a son, like a 5-year-old son, they move into this hotel called the Overlook Hotel to stay to watch over the boiler room so the hotel won't blow up. Yeah, but no one's staying in that hotel. They're staying there from the days where it closes, because the Overlook Hotel opens from April. I think, yeah, it opens from May the 1st to September the 30th. Yeah, so it opens from those days, but from the days when they're closed, from September 30th to May 1st, they have to stay there, and watch the boiler room. Yeah, but once they're going there, a lot of crazy shit starts happening in there, such as the little boy, Danny Torrance. He has this really special gift called the Shining, and what the Shining does is it helps you communicate with other people who have the shine through their minds, and from very very far distance too, from a completely different state. You can talk to people through their mind. Is there anything else I should say? Let me think. Oh yeah, so that's what the Shining does. It does more stuff too. It helps you it helps you do other stuff too, such as you start seeing a bunch of stuff too. The Shining makes you see a lot of stuff. It makes you see stuff that troubles you in your past, or stuff that happened before that was bad that leaves a trace of it behind. Is there anything else I should say? What else does the Shining do? Let me think. What else does The Shining do? It also helps you communicate with dead people, people who died but had The Shining before. Let me think. People who died but had The Shining before, such as Danny sometimes talks to this little boy named Tony, who's this ghost creature that comes to him and tells him what to do and all of that, and shows him visions and all of that. In the movie, it was this finger that he talks to, but in the book, it's this real ghostly image that he talks to. Is there anything else I should say? So yeah, The Shining is a really special gift. It'll even give you visions on what's about to happen too. The Shining will even give you visions on what's about to happen. You can see what's gonna happen, or yeah, supernatural. Yeah, it's basically a supernatural power. So yeah, that's what the little boy Danny has, and from there, when Danny has a shine, he is able to see actual ghosts in the Overlook Hotel once he's staying in, and it's really freaking him out. But before they completely own not own the hotel, but before they completely moved in there, Danny got introduced to this man who used to work at the Overlook Hotel, who was the kitchen person. He was in charge of the kitchen. Yeah, he was in charge of the kitchen, but he had the Shining too, and he was telling him that bad stuff has happened in the hotel, that that it leaves a trace of it behind. You start seeing stuff, but just remember, it's just pictures in a book. Yeah, so he keeps seeing them, but they're not pictures in a book. They really freak him out, and they really like literally it's so much stuff you see. It's like because there's been so much histories that has happened in that hotel. Like that hotel is basically cursed actually. Like even without the shine, you can still see ghosts too. Yeah, so that like a lot of bad shit has happened in that hotel. Like people kill themselves, people kill their families. Like anarchy happens, incest happens. Like so much crazy shit happens in this hotel. Like from the past, like from when it was first constructed and all this stuff. Yeah, it's just it's just cursed. Yeah, like this hotel is just cursed. Yeah. Let me think. What else was I saying? Let me sing. And then once, and then the story basically just goes on of just them staying in the hotel and like Danny being really freaked out that he wants to leave the hotel. But once that happens, some really crazy shit starts happening that I do not want to get into or spoil right now. Yeah. So that's basically the whole plot of The Shining Book. Now, do I like The Shining Book? Yes, I love The Shining Book. This is literally my second favorite book of all time, actually. I love this book so much. I completely adore it. This book's just really, really scary, actually. This book really creeped me out when I read it. Last time I read this was like 2, 3 years ago. It was in 2018. It was the beginning of 2018. That's when I read it. But like when I read that, it really creeped me out. Let me think. Yeah, it just really creeped me out. I remember it like even giving me like chills a lot. Like it would even like give me a bit of nightmares too. Yeah. So yeah, just this whole book is just very very creepy. It's more creepier than the movie, I would say. Excuse me. So yeah, but I consider this and the movie to be two entirely different species actually, because like the Shining book and the movie are completely different than one another. Like literally, the movie has so much differences and so much different themes and like so much different stuff. That's completely different than this book. So I consider both of them to be two different species actually. But I'll get more into the differences a little bit in this video, but a lot more when I talk about the movie. Let me think. Excuse me. Okay, so what else was I saying? Okay, let's talk about the characters now. First off, let's talk about Danny Torrance. I really love Danny Torrance in this book. He was such a cute character. Like he was really cute actually. Like he was just this little 5-year-old boy. Like he was just really really cute. I would say like he was just this. He was a really cool character. He was really cool, very cute. Like a lot of the stuff he says, like a lot of the stuff he does, is just very cute. And like how Stephen King describes what he's thinking is very cool. Like it's very creative, I would say. Like he did a really good job with describing Danny's perspective because he made him look really cute. Yeah, just Danny was just really cute. Really, he was awesome too. Like he was such a badass in this book too. I really love Danny a lot too. Like Danny, like he's this 5-year-old boy. He has The Shining. He sees a lot of crazy shit. But like before he entered the hotel, some bad stuff happened. A little bit of bad stuff had happened to him already, such as like his dad like accidentally injured him like badly. He accidentally really badly injured him because like he was like his dad was like a teacher before he moved into the hotel, but like he accidentally like threw all his papers all over the floor, and then that made him really pissed off about it. And then he just grabbed Danny's arm. He was at first just gonna push him over and just be like, Danny, why did you do that? But then he got really mad at that he broke his arm from there. Yeah, but he was drunk when that happened though, cause like he had just came back from drinking. So yeah, and that's what made him. That's what made him like even more badly injured him was because he was drunk. Yeah, and so, but Danny, what I love about Danny is that he still loves his father. Like he still loves his father even though he's an alcoholic. Yeah, he's an alcoholic. He still loves his father. Like he still deeply loves his father even though he's an alcoholic. Like a lot of crazy shit that he does to him, he still loves him for. Like he still loves his dad even though he's a monster. And that is a really good theme to this movie. Like to this book, I mean, like this book has a lot of very cool themes, such as Danny, he still loves his father even though he's a monster. Yeah, I just love that so much, and I feel the same way too. I mean, my father's not a monster, but he's done a lot of bad stuff in the past. So yeah, I could probably relate. I could relate to Danny a little bit too. Is there anything else I should say about Danny? So yeah, I really liked how like cute he was with his parents, like how much he even loved his mom a lot too. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I won't do that again in this video. Let me think. It's just that like I just woke up. I'm a little tired. Yeah. Let me think. Is there anything else I should say? By the way, I can't fully function myself because I just woke up. That's why I've been pausing it a lot. Let me think. Okay, back to Danny Torrance. Yeah, I really liked how he was like. I really liked his relationship with Dick too, Dick Halloran. His relationship with Dick Halloran, I really loved too. Like he had a really cool like friend relationship with him that like he really loved Dan. That Dan was the one he could mostly relate. I mean Dick. I mean he really loved Dick a lot. He was the one he could most relate to because he had the shining too. And when he found out that Dick had the shine, that made him feel good and like that made him feel good about himself that he's not the only one that shines, that like this man also shines too, and he just is really shocked about it, and and like he can easily make friends with Dick. Yeah, and I really love that a lot about him, and I just really love how like how powerful he gets with the shine too when he talks to Dick in Florida. Yeah, I really like that scene a lot. Is there anything else I should say? What else should I say? Let me think. But Danny, he also has done like there's this other cool stuff that he does too in the book. Like he gets a wasp nest from outside. I think that he gets a wasp nest and he puts it in his room, and I really like that scene a lot where he wants to get a wasp nest in his room, like when they're just living in the hotel and they're enjoying it and all of that. Like Danny finds a wasp nest. Oh no, it was in the attic actually. I think the wasp nest was in the attic. I think he finds the wasp nest in the attic, and then he just keeps it in his room because like he likes the wasp a lot. And then like that scene was just really sad too because like in the middle of the night like the wasp like crawled all over him and he was just freaking out a lot, and they all like stinged him really badly and stinged his arm a lot too. So yeah, that scene was very, I felt bad for Danny a lot in that scene. Yeah, but I really like that whole wasp nest thing a lot. Let me think. Is there anything else I should say about Danny? Oh yeah, and I really liked how like okay, I forgot to mention that this review will contain spoilers because like I really want to get into a bit of spoilers in this review. So if you haven't read this book, please leave us a review. But I highly recommend you all read this book because this book is like my second favorite book right next to it, and my second favorite book right next to it. Yeah, so please leave the review. And in case you guys couldn't tell, Stephen King is my favorite author. Actually, like he's my all-time favorite author. I love him so much. Yeah, he's just the only. I think he's the only person that I read books from because like I'm not a huge reader, but when it comes to Stephen King, I'll read it. Yeah, but I read some other stuff too that aren't Stephen King, but are only based off like my favorite movies though, such as Jaws. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say about Danny? Let me think. So yeah, and I just really liked how Danny's always freaked out about a lot of the stuff he sees. Like a lot of the stuff that Danny sees are just really creepy. Like he sees the two Grady twins. He also sees this. He also goes to the party room, the golden room. I don't think it was called the golden room in this movie. I mean in this book. I think it was just the party room. I don't think it was golden though. Yeah. But like once he's in there, he starts seeing a lot of crazy shit too. Like he sees like this. I think he sees a husband and wife abusing each other, and then he sees this really nasty thing that is just. I just think it's just really creepy for Stephen King to write. Just there's a scene where like Danny's like when he's in the party room, he sees these two children, like these two children that are somewhere around close to his age, but they're doing incest though. Like it's a brother and a sister doing incest, and that scene was just very fucking weird. Like, but like it wasn't just any incest though. Like it was like X-rated incest. I would say like it's definitely X-rated incest. It's not. It's just adult incest. I don't. I just that scene's just very gross. Where like them two like the boy is like no, the girl is like hanging on yoga poles, like she's hanging on yoga poles on the floor, but like the boy is like laying down on the floor, but like they're sucking on each other's privates, like, and I'm just that scene's just very creepy to me. It's just very fucking weird. It's just that scene really creeped me out actually. Yeah, that scene, yeah. Yeah, it's just so disturbing. Yeah, and for Danny to even see that is just very it's just I feel bad for Danny for having to see that. And like when he's seeing the clock go by really fast too, like when he's seeing the Roman numeral clock go by fast, and like he's seeing, yeah, that scene was pretty cool. Yeah, so all of the stuff Danny sees are just really creepy. And the room 217, how could I not mention that? Room 217 is really cool in this movie. But in the movie, they call I mean the book. Sorry if I keep forgetting to say book, not movie. Yeah, but Room 217 is a really cool thing in this book. It was a cool thing. It was a thing in the movie too, but they renamed it to Room 237 for some reason. Is there anything else I should say? But Room 217 in this movie, I really liked that a lot, and I really liked how Dick was always telling Danny, stay out of Room 217. There's no business for you to go in there. But in room that scene when he goes into Room 217 is just fucking creepy. Like literally, that scene just really gave me chills a lot. When like he goes into Room 217 and he sees this naked old lady come out of the bathtub, and he's really freaked out about it. Like he closes his like he wants to run out of Room 217. He's opening the door that leads out of it. It's closed, but it's all locked. Like he can't even go in. And then like he's looking at the old lady like walking toward him. He's just like, it's not real. It's just pictures in a book. It's just pictures in a book. And then he opens his eyes, and then like she's not there. She's not there. But then out of nowhere, she just pops out right in front of him, and then she pulls out her arm slowly and chokes the shit out of him. Yeah, that scene's just very fucking creepy. Like literally, it was so disturbing. Like literally, that scene just gives me it's just giving me chills right now even thinking about it. Is there anything else I should say? Let me think. Any other stuff that Danny sees in this book? Let me think. He sees other stuff too, such as the blood coming out of the elevator. But like, what I really liked about this book is like before he moved into the Overlook, he saw like everything happen to him. Like he saw everything that happened to him, and like all the stuff that happened in the end. But not all of it. Some of it though. Yeah. So I thought that whole scene was really creepy when he saw a vision of everything in the Overlook, like red rum, the blood coming out of the elevator, his dad chasing after him with the rogue mallet. Yeah, that whole scene was pretty creepy, and all this the other stuff. Danny sees other stuff in the book too that is really creepy too. What else does Danny see in this book? Oh yeah, he also sees hedge animals too, like hedge animals, like these alive hedge animals, and those scenes are really creepy. Like that scene's just really that scene's just really creepy. I would say like very scary scene. Yeah, yeah, so like that scene was really scary. Like when he sees the hedge animals, like when he's just like walking around the playground, because like there's a playground behind the Overlook Hotel. Like he's just playing in it by himself, and it's snowing everywhere. But like he sees like these hedge animals come out of the like he sees these hedge animals that were just standing like statues, but they come to life, and like that scene was just very scary. And they're like running after him, and they try to tackle him, and they try to tackle him, like they keep running full speed at him, but he's just very scared, and then he barely makes it in the hotel. So yeah, those scenes are really scary, and I love that scene where they even attack the hedge animals, even attack Dick in the snowcat. That scene was really creepy too. When they attack Dick in the snowcat, and Dick barely manages to destroy them and to get away from them. Yeah, that scene was really creepy. Is there anything else I should say? So yeah, I really like the hedge animals a lot too. Like the hedge animals were just a really creepy a really creepy add to this book. Is there anything else that I should say about the hedge animals? Yeah, there was a hedge lion. Like there was a hedge lion. There was a bunny. I think there was a. What else was there? There was a. I think it was mostly a lion. I could remember. And then there was also a female line of it too. There was also let me think. There was also a cheetah too. There was also a cheetah. There was mostly the cat related animals were the hedge animals. Yeah. I don't think was that big hedge maze in this movie. I mean, in this book, like it was in the movie. I think it was. I think it was in this movie in this book. I mean, yeah. I think the whole hedge maze was in this book too. But I can't really remember because it's been like 2 years since I read this book actually. But like I said, I really want to go back and reread this book because like I really love this book a lot. Is there anything else I should say about Danny? Let me think. Um, hmm. Is there anything else about what else does Danny see? So yeah, all the stuff Danny sees are just really creepy. Okay, now let's get on to I'll talk about Jack Torrance last. I saved the good stuff for last. Excuse me. Yeah, I saved the good stuff for last, so I'll talk about Jack Torrance last. So let's get on to Wendy Torrance. I really liked Wendy Torrance a lot in this book. Wendy Torrance is like this blonde, beautiful woman. She's Danny's mom and Jack's wife. Yeah, I really liked Wendy a lot. She was a pretty cool character too. I really loved how she was always scared about all the stuff she was seeing. She wasn't seeing a lot, but like she was mostly worried for Danny, and that's what I really loved a lot about her. Like I really loved how she worried about Danny so much. Like she literally worried about him to the max, and like she didn't want anything bad to happen to him in the hotel. And once she starts seeing that so much bad shit is happening in this hotel, she starts getting really scared, and like has Jack even want to like see stuff for herself and like all this other stuff. Yeah, and I really like that scene where like they see that Danny's all choked out by the girl in the room 217, and then like they're on the floor like all crisscrossed, and they're like, Danny, what happened? And then like Jack was trying to touch him. It's like gonna try to touch him. She's like, no, don't touch him, you son of a bitch! You did this to him. You son of a bitch! You're not touching him. Like, and then she takes him, and then she takes him somewhere else, and then he's just like, I didn't do anything. Yeah, I really like that scene a lot. Is there anything else I should say about Wendy? So yeah, just Wendy. I just really love how protective she was on Danny. Yeah, and when she sees her husband go crazy, I love that scene so much. Like how scared she is to see her husband go crazy. Those scenes are just really cool. Yeah. Now let's talk about Jack. I really, really love Jack a lot. Jack was a really cool character. I think Jack was my favorite character in this book, actually. Like, I really, really love Jack a lot. I really loved how Jack is always struggling with alcoholism. Like, he is an alcoholic, and like, he wants to really get away with alcoholism. Yeah, and I really loved that a lot about him. And that was like a huge theme to this movie, actually, book, I mean. That was a huge theme to this book, actually, was alcoholism. That wasn't in the movie, I would say. Like alcoholism wasn't a theme to the movie, but in here it's a huge theme, and I really love that a lot about this book. And that's Jack. You can basically see Jack a lot like Stephen King actually, because like way back in the day, in the 70s and the 80s, and a little bit of the 90s, he was a really big alcoholic. He was a drug addict and an alcoholic in those times, and like he basically wrote The Shining for Jack to symbolize him, because like Jack is trying really hard to get away from alcohol, because like when he broke Danny's arm, since then he hasn't enjoyed getting any alcohol, and he doesn't want to show his family that he doesn't want to he doesn't want to show his family that he's a bad person, or like he just likes alcohol. Like he wants to show a good example for his family by getting away from alcohol. So yeah, and I really like that a lot about him. So yeah, and I just really like how like he's always like, there's a lot of scenes where he's like always wanting to like okay, it's just my refrigerator. Sorry, I thought something made a noise. Let me think. What else was I saying? Let me think. Yeah, just thinking about the story now is just making me feel like something's right near me, because I'm home alone right now. Yeah. Let me think. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about Jack. So yeah, the whole alcoholism thing with Jack was just really cool, and I really liked how like Jack got the job to guard the boiler room in the Overlook Hotel, and I really like all those scenes a lot when he's in the boiler room, like making sure like nothing bad is happening to it, like taking out the fire and all of that, like emptying out the stuff. So yeah, those scenes are really cool, and I really liked when he's in the boiler room, he sees like all the like crazy shit that happened in the Overlook Hotel. That scene was pretty creepy actually, when he's like reading all the old magazines of stuff that happened in the Overlook Hotel. Yeah, those scenes are pretty creepy, and then once he's done reading it, Jack is just shocked on what he just read. He's like, holy shit, I can't believe this bad shit happened in this town. I mean, in this hotel. Yeah. So yeah, that scene was pretty cool, and I really liked the scenes where like he just really regrets like him like pulling Danny's arm. Like he really regrets doing that, and he's just like, I loved him so much. I loved him with all my heart. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, I really love how they always call Danny Doc. I forgot to mention that. They call Danny Doc, like in the Bugs Bunny cartoons. Like, that's their nickname for him. That's what they always call him. Yeah, I really like that a lot about Danny. I forgot to mention that. How could I forget to mention that? Yeah, I really loved how they always call Danny Doc. Yeah, his mom and dad are always calling him Doc, so does Dick too. Like, all his friends call him Doc. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say? So yeah, I just really love how he cares so much about Doc, like literally Doc is like the number one thing he loves most in this world, mostly more than his wife actually, even though he really gets very horny around his wife too. Yeah. But like there's this scene where like he gets like when they're talking about Danny when he got his choke marks and they're really concerned about him, and then like Jack like really feels horny in that scene and he starts taking off Wendy's shirt and he sucks on her you know her breast. Yeah, so like you can tell that like Jack does get really horny too. Like he's also a really horny man too. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say about Jack? Let me think. Oh yeah, wait. Before Jack went to the hotel, I really loved how he was just this nice father. He was just this normal father, but he would mostly focus on alcohol though. Yeah, but I really liked how he was so nice. Like he was a very chill father. He deeply cared for his wife and son. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say about Jack? So yeah, and that's what the movie changed completely. But I'll talk about I'll talk about that once I talk about the movie. Is there anything else I should say about Jack in this book? Let me think. So yeah, and I really liked how all the scenes where he starts seeing creepy shit all around the hotel. Like he starts seeing so much creepy shit all around the hotel. Like in the party room, he starts seeing some really creepy shit. Like he's talking to Lloyd, and he's talking. And I really love that scene a lot, where he's talking to Lloyd in the party room in the bar, and he's like drinking the alcohol, and like he feels good drinking alcohol, and then he's just like. And from in that scene before he saw Lloyd, he was just like, I really just want another glass of wine, another glass of beer. That sounds really good right now. So yeah, that scene was really cool. And I just really loved. I really loved when he drank it and like he was like I actually felt like I was drinking alcohol because like he thought all this was in his imagination. Yeah, those scenes were really cool. Where he just thinks all this is in imagination. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say? But he's basically talking to Lloyd. Like he's thinking that Lloyd's basically just like someone he could talk to, someone he can say his full feelings to, like what he really feels. And I really like that a lot about him. Like he's just feeling so depressed and all that. He's feeling like so concerned and like he doesn't even know what to do and all of that. Yeah, and I really like that scene a lot. He's just really feeling like he's just feeling like he just wants another glass of wine. Yeah. And I really liked all the other stuff that happens in the party room, where like he's talking to the people in the party room, and like he's even dancing with a pretty girl in there, and like they're saying they like each other and all of that. Yeah, those things were really cool, and I really liked when he's talking to Delbert Grady, and like Grady tells him a little bit of the stuff that happened in the party room, like the incest thing and all the other stuff. Yeah, yeah. Is there anything else I should say about Jack? Anything else I should say about Jack before I get into the main big thing that happens to him? Let me think. Let me think. Is there anything else I should say? And I really liked how he really likes living in this hotel. Like he does not have a huge problem with living in this hotel. Like he does not have a problem with living in the hotel. That he likes it, and I really like that a lot about him. Is there anything else I should say about him? And I really liked how he's just always accompanying his wife and son too. Yeah. Okay, now let's get to the big thing that happens to him. He goes crazy. Like he ends up going crazy from the hotel because like the hotel possesses him, and that those scenes were really creepy. Like when he gets the rogue mallet. Like in the movie, he uses an axe to try to kill his family, but in here he uses a rogue mallet, which is just like this wooden hammer. Yeah. And those scenes were really creepy, like when the hotel completely possessed him, and like he had the rogue mallet, and he was like breaking stuff. He was breaking the doors, and he was like, "Here's Johnny." Yeah, and he does say that in this book too. And I really liked the scenes where like he's just like swinging his hammer around. He's just like, Wendy. He's like, Wendy, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right to fuck in. Yeah, I like that scene a lot. That was in the movie too, which I thought the movie did a really good job with that scene too. And I really liked how very scared Wendy and Doc are when he's all possessed, and like when he's just like, Danny, run and hide. It's not your father. The hotel has gone to him. And oh yeah, and I forgot to mention too, I really liked before I get more into that, I really liked how Danny told Jack, his parents, like everything about his shine and all of that. He does not care that he's not supposed to tell them about the shine because like Tony tells him that he's not supposed to. Yeah, but like he still tells his mother and father about the shine, because like he wants to tell them the truth about what's hurting him and all of that. And he tells them about the hotel too, like that scene where they're just in the kitchen and he's just eating ice cream and he's telling them about it. So yeah, that scene was really cool, and I just really loved how he told them about his shine power, and he told them like about like this the stuff he's seeing, that like there's a lot of crazy shit that happened in the hotel. Yeah, I really like that scene a lot. And then like from there, like his parents like are like having a like the mom they're not having a hard time believing him at all. Like they believe him, but like they're just like, how could that be possible? Yeah, so I really like that a lot about them, that they believe him. They believe him with the shiny. Yeah. Is there anything else I should say about this book, about that scene? So yeah, and I just really love how like they know everything about this hotel, and like they know everything about his shine, that like once everything happens in the end, that they know how to handle all of this. Yeah. And I really liked how he I really love that scene where Doc tells his father like, Father, this is not you. You're Jack Torrance. You're my dad. I still love you. You're my dad. I still love you, even though you're trying to kill me. I still love you. And then like his dad snaps out of it just for a second. He's like, Doc, it's you. Just run, please, run and hide. Run, Doc. This is not me. Run. And then like the hotel, like I mean the thing that's possessing him like is like makes him snap out of it quickly, and bangs him in the head with the sledgehammer. Like he makes him bang himself with the sledgehammer, so like he can like snap out of like being in his normal form. Yeah, so that scene was just really emotional. I'd say it was just very emotional. That scene even made me cry too. How he was able to snap out of it for a second, but then the hotel like hit him with the hammer. Yeah, that scene was just very emotional. Like that scene actually gave me a tear actually. Yeah. And I really liked how like Dick even came in to help them, because like when all this bad shit was happening in the hotel, like Danny was able to track down Dick in Florida and have him like go to the hotel, because like Dick was like doing all this like driving around and all of this in Florida. Yeah. And then he was able to like tell him to like, Dick, he was like able to tell him like, Dick, please come and help me, please. Yeah, I really like that. I really love that scene a lot, where he gets Dick to help him out, and he's able to come there. He fights the sledge animals. He kills them, and then like he goes in there, but he gets attacked by Jack, but he does not die. Where like Jack hits him a lot with the rogue mallet, and then he hits his head back and forth with the rogue mallet, but he does not die. He just gets badly injured. Yeah. I really like that scene a lot, and then like Danny and Wendy see him in the floor, and they're like, Dick, please get up. And yeah, I like that scene a lot, where like they help, they make Dick like stand up, and like he's able to help them. He helps them a little bit, and I really liked when Danny was like when Danny tells Jack, you have no idea who you're possessing. Jack Torrance, who had just turned on the boiler room. Like he had just turned on the boiler room. You are so screwed. And then the thing possessing Jack's just like, oh shit. So yeah, and I really like that scene a lot. That like even from there, before he got possessed, he was all good. Like he was willing to explode the Overlook Hotel, and I really liked that a lot about Jack. That was just really cool. Like when Jack, like before he knew he was gonna get possessed, but he just turned on the Overlook, and then it explodes in the end, and he dies in it, willing to sacrifice himself. So yeah, that scene was just really cool. Yeah, to rate this book, I'll rate it an A+. Yeah.